Everyone, Board Game Brody here with Meeple Mountain. I have a deluxe copy of The Beautiful Chai, an economic card drafting board game from Steeped Games. In Chai, you will step into the shoes of a tea merchant, combining tea flavors to make the perfect blend, specializing in either rubios, green, oolong, black, or white tea. You will buy and collect ingredients to fulfill your customers' orders, and you'll take turns visiting the market, selecting additives to your blend, and reserving customers. Just make sure that you use your time and your money wisely, as you can set up the market to collect ingredients at either their lowest cost or being able to receive more ingredients for the same price. As you collect ingredients from both the market and the pantry, you will match them with customers who like their tea in a very specific manner. As orders get fulfilled, ingredients are placed into the teacups, and when the cups are filled, that round ends, and the board is reset for another round. Players will play 5 rounds while doing this, and then at the end of the game, players score points for their fulfilled orders to customers and any extra money that they have left over. The player with the most points wins the game. The game is played over 5 rounds, and on a turn a player can choose one of the following 3 actions before optionally fulfilling an order. These actions are buying at the market, visiting the pantry, or reserving a customer and using an ability. Now, here are 5 things you need to know about this game. Number 1, buying at the market. Now for me, this is the best thing in this game. The market is filled in with tea flavors needed to complete most orders, and a player can't have more than 12 of these flavor tiles in their tea house at one time. But when taking the market action, that player receives a gold coin worth 3, representing money they earned by selling tea to market merchants. When taking this action, you will have to perform at least 1 purchase, but you can do as many as you would like. The player will select a tea flavor that they want, and any touching tiles of the same type, horizontally or vertically, not diagonally, are also taken with that player's selection. This can sometimes be multiple tiles depending on the layout of the market. That active player will then pay the most expensive amount listed on the top of the column from which the tiles were taken. Meaning, if you took a large group of tiles, you will pay the amount listed on the furthest right of that group of tiles that you took. So for example, these 2 tiles here would cost me 1. But these 3 would cost me 2. These 2 would cost me 3. And these 5 would cost me 3. After each purchase, the tiles will all slide to the left, and then the active player can again purchase more flavors if desired by following the same steps. Whenever the player is done, tiles will then be drawn from the bag and placed back in the market, starting from the top to bottom and from left to right. Manipulating the market on your turn can also give you flavors that you want or need for a cheaper price. It might just be worth buying 1 flavor for 1 coin so that when the tiles slide down, you can set up the purchase of 4 tiles for 2 coins now instead of for 3 coins if you would have bought them outright. Essentially, by purchasing that 1 tile first, you get the 4 tiles that you want plus that extra 1 for the same price if you originally bought the 4 that you wanted before changing the market. This is a fun puzzle, and like a lot of games, you are trying to be efficient by buying tiles for the lowest price, and to be able to use your money on other actions. If you don't like this puzzle mechanic with the market, then you probably need to look elsewhere, but it's the best part in this game for me. Number 2, visiting the pantry. This is the second option that you can do on your turn. Milk, sugar, honey, vanilla, and chai spices are found in the pantry and are needed to complete some orders. When performing this action, the player takes 3 tokens from the 5 face up, or the player can blindly draw from the bag. Before choosing, the player can also pay 1 coin to reset all tokens in the pantry. Your tea house will limit you to 6 pantry items at a time. Now, this action will be used, but maybe not as much as the market, but still, you'll be trying to collect the pantry items that you want to fulfill orders in this manner. Number 3, reserving a customer and using inability. This is the last option that you can do on your turn. So players will reserve a customer from the pool of available customers or take one blindly from the top of the deck. Players can only have up to 3 unfulfilled customers in their tea house at a time. After reserving a new customer, the player can then take one of the face-up abilities listed on the card. These abilities range from making a free purchase in the copper or silver coin area of the market, or selling a flavor for some money, swapping flavors from the ones that are on that card, or even receiving a gold coin as a tip if fulfilling a customer's order, or removing a tile from the market to change up its position, fulfilling an order with 1 pantry item, or swapping out 2 pantry items for 2 others on the pantry board, or lastly, taking 1 token from the pantry for free. As you can see, there are plenty of different abilities that you can take with this action. At the start of each round, the starting player will draw a new ability card and place it on top of one of the 3 cards, replacing it with this new action. Reserving customers will help you plan better, as you will be gathering flavors and pantry items, making sure that they go to that customer, rather than not having a customer to serve because another player already served the one that you were planning on serving. Number 4, fulfilling an order to score points in the game. At the end of a player's turn, the player can fulfill an order either from the customer pool in front of everyone or from the player's personal tea house. Each card has a different color matching each player's color, and when completing an order, the player will take all the ingredients and place them in one of the empty teacups. When doing this, the player must also place a base tea token matching the customer card's color inside that cup. If this is your color, then you'll simply add one of your tokens into the cup. But if you don't have the matching token, then you will need to pay 1 coin to a player who does have a token matching that color. The player will then flip over the tip token and collect what is shown. Orders will always need to be fulfilled using one of the base tea tokens, and if they are all used up of a particular color, then all customers matching that color will immediately be removed from the game without being able to fulfill any of those orders. The player who fulfilled a customer's order will then take that card to count for points at the end of the game. Whenever a player flips over the last tip token, then that round is over and a new round is set up. At the end of 5 rounds, players add up their points from their fulfilled customers and add any remaining money to that total. In a 3 to 5 player game, each player counts up the number of different base tea colors from their fulfilled orders and adds this number to their score. The player with the most points wins the game and is the best tea merchant. Number 5, my feelings about the game. I very much enjoy this game, and it's a nice family weight where I can teach it and everyone understands how to play it that first time, and not every game is like that. The components are nice and well made as well. It's nice to have that dexterity aspect in the game with those nice looking tiles. And I absolutely love the puzzle mechanic in the market and trying to get some flavors for the cheapest that I can. I kind of wish there was a way to spend money to change the market during your turn as well, to take tiles out so that you can get what you really want for a steal of a deal, and I even think that would make that puzzle even better. The game includes a good variety of different strategies, from how you get ingredients to which orders you should fulfill and how fast you should fulfill them. Ultimately, this would be a good family weight game for you and your family, and if you like the tea theme, then you really need to get this to your table. These are the 5 things that you need to know about this game. Understanding the actions in the game gives you a good feel if this game would be for you or not. The game isn't overly complicated, but provides players with some tough choices. If I have to compare this to another game, I would compare this to Splendor, as you're collecting resources to fulfill objective cards, but the wonderful buy in bulk market mechanic is fantastic and makes this game tea-rific. Players who can manipulate that market, use the abilities to their advantage, and strategically plan and fulfill orders the most efficiently that they can will win the game. Chai is lush, gorgeous, and quality from the start to finish. So grab some hot water, start steeping your tea with your family and friends in Chai by Steeped Games. Again, this is Board Game Brody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around and check out some other board game reviews to see what you might want to get to the table.